So if you feel like your locks look thin, flat, or not as full as you expected, this video is for you. Because at one point, I felt the same exact way. I didn't feel like my locks was giving what it was supposed to give. And I had to figure out what I was doing wrong. Now, my locks look noticeably fuller, thicker, and healthier, but I didn't get here overnight. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what I did step by step so you can too. Hey guys, it's your girl So Fine. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are not, or you know what it is, let's get into this video. On this channel, we talk all things lock care, growth tips, and real advice that actually works. So make sure you're subscribed, and let's get into this video now. So the first thing we gotta do is stop over retwisting our locks. I know a lot of people think neat equals healthy, and that is not the correct correlation. When you keep on retwisting like this, your roots get thin. You don't give the hair enough time to naturally thicken and mesh together. I would say try spacing them out every 4 to 6 weeks. I personally go minimum 8 weeks. So the minimum of me retwisting my hair is 2 months. Sometimes I've even gone as far as 4 months. But that's all up to you and your discretion how you want to upkeep your hair. But I would recommend at least 4 to 6 weeks. The next thing is moisturizing consistently. Dry locks equal brittle locks. Brittle locks equal breakage. Breakage equal thinner locks. So once you understand that, you're gonna stop playing about your moisture. I actually started, in the beginning, I would do it like maybe once a week. But eventually I was like, you know what, let me moisturize my hair multiple times a week. So I would go even every other day, so I'd be like 3 to 4 times a week that I'm moisturizing my hair. You don't wait for your hair to just feel dry. And my routine is simple. All I do is my water and my vitamin E oil in my spray bottle, and I use my Haitian castor oil to lock in that moisture. So y'all, water is your best friend. And you're not just putting oil on dry locks. You're not actually moisturizing when you do that. You're literally just sealing in the dryness. The next thing is, I left my ends alone. And this is something that not a lot of people talk about. Like, your ends play a huge role in how your locks look. Like, a lot of people pick at them, try to separate them, or try to fix how they look by constantly retwisting or rubbing them or playing with them, twirling them in their hands. Stop. All that does is thin them out. Once you leave your hair alone and just let them do their thing, they will naturally thicken and form properly. Your hair knows what it's doing, just let it be. And here's a little extra tip. Your ends may look frizzy or uneven, but that's normal. So the frizz actually helps your locks become fuller over time. So don't worry about the frizz. I know sometimes it's annoying, it's frustrating, it doesn't look neat, it doesn't look put together. That's part of having locks, honestly. The next thing is you gotta remember to reduce tension in styles. So you gotta chill on the tight ponytails, styles that pull on your edges, and heavy styles that put stress on your roots. It's best to keep styles really low tension and simple. Honestly, for me, I always have my hair down or in a low ponytail when I'm at the gym. The most 2-strand twist, and even then it's not even that tight. So I'm very minimalistic with my locks. And that shows in how the health and the length and the retention and the fullness of my locks, because of how simple I am. I really don't do much to it. Honestly, if you do a style and it feels tight or it hurts even just a little bit, you're doing damage. Your locks should never be in pain. So next is protecting your locks at night. This is so underrated, but it makes a huge difference. A lot of people, sometimes they go to bed, they don't tie their hair down, they just lay down flat and just be knocked out. I understand sometimes you can be so tired you don't even get to do all of that, but I want you guys to make it a priority to make sure that you're wrapping your hair every single night. Going to sleep without wrapping your hair and protecting your hair on your pillow leads to friction, dryness, and breakage. All 3 of those things we do not want. So I always protect my locks with a silk or sand scarf, a bonnet, and if I can't have those 2 things, I make sure that I buy some sand lines or silk pillowcases so that I can still have that slippery material while I'm sleeping. This helps retain moisture and keeps my locks from thinning over time. And last but not least, of course, I trusted the process. This one is more mental, but it matters. Locks just naturally take more time to mature and thicken. And that's just part of the journey. Locks go through different phases. We have our budding, we have our frizz, we have our shrinking, we have our thickening. And as you go out this journey, you go through all of those steps, you go through all of those phases. You just gotta be patient with it. Some you'll be in longer than others, and some will just be like that and you move on quickly. But the main thing is stop comparing your locks to other people. Once you do that and focus on your own journey, that's when you're really gonna start seeing the progress. So I just want you guys to remember, fullness doesn't happen overnight. Consistency is what gets you there. So yeah, that's pretty much this video on how you can make your locks thicker and fuller. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Healthy habits over time will always show in your locks. Your locks tell a story and it's definitely gonna show. So if this video helped you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? Let me know what part of your lock journey that you're in right now. Comment that down below. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay cute and stay fine.